Hello, welcome to a VR tutorial. My name is Jeff and I will be showing you how to build a VR rig in Cinema 4D and bringing it into After Effects where we will use Metal Skybox plugins. I've accidentally left out some details of the camera, so I will make sure to include those in the description below. So to get started, you'll want to build 6 cameras. It's kind of like an Omni GoPro rig, and rotate them so they're facing each other. You'll also want to make sure that you're using square dimensions, so 480 by 480 helps with cutting down on render time. You can also use 720 by 720 or 1080 by 1080. I'll turn on the landscape. It's nothing special, just there to get the point across of what's going on. Check out the different camera angles. Everything looks good. So to get started on rendering, I will turn one of the cameras on and go to the render settings. I'll just save it to the desktop to make things easy, and then click render. If you're working with video, it helps to set up a render queue because if you have 6 scenes to render, it takes an awful long time to wrap that up. So here in After Effects, you want to make sure that your comp is set up. So basically just take your dimensions. Mine were 720. So 720 by 3, and then again with 4, you'll get your height and width. I'll bring in my 6 separate scenes, which are just JPEG. To do this, what I like to do is to start with the front camera and then turn on the top. And what you can do is just hold down shift and use the arrow keys, and it will be pretty accurate when meeting the edges of the other scenes. So now that we have all of our scenes set up in a unfolded box layout, we can center it in the comp. And what we'll do is pre-comp this. And then we'll go to the effects panel and look up Metal Skybox Converter. Drop it in, and there's our scene. It changed it from cube map to equal rectangular, and what you can also do with this is change the orientation if something feels a little off. It's more beneficial for when you're working with actual film. What I'll do again is pre-comp it again, and what you could do to view it before rendering it out and seeing it in YouTube is use the Metal Skybox viewer. This helps with if there's any splices or like anything that's just doesn't seem right. If the edges aren't meeting right on the dot, you can then fix those right there and then, and it will save you a lot of time. So when you're going to render it out, make sure you go back into the pre-comp before this, and you can basically save it as match source or H.264. Just as long as the dimensions are the same as the pre-comp, it should render out just fine. If you do like Vimeo 1080, you'll get a black circle at the bottom of your clip and at the top, which will just be kind of really distracting. But yeah, thanks for watching.